This is Jones Stadium in Lubbock, Texas. The playoff is underway, and today it's the 11 seed versus the 6 seed. It's the UL Monroe Warhawks against the Texas Tech Red Raiders. Opening round playoff game about to kick off. Great atmosphere here. Let's check with Holly Rowe down on the sidelines.
Guys, I caught up with the Warhawks head coach. He said that his veteran running back is in prime condition right now to start this game. He's had a great year with over 1,000 yards rushing, and he wants to take the load on his shoulders today and be the guy that carries his team further. This is a really exciting moment right here. They're going to really script early in this series to get him the rock and make sure he can establish the running game. I'll keep you posted on how that's going from down on the field. Back to you.
All right, thanks, Holly. Good stuff. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. So the UL Monroe Warhawks offense comes onto the field for the first time today. And the main plot line, can they get this running game going? So effective all season. They always say the key is we got to run the ball. The opponents always tell us, well, we got to stop the run. We can win that test of wills.
Chris, so far, no one's been able to slow down this run game, and I think they're going to have to commit a lot of resources to stopping this running back, stopping this run game. This O-line has been dominant this year, and the more resources you commit to the line of scrimmage, that's when you've got to be a little bit wary of that ball over the top and play action. So a lot of things going on, in particular early here.
They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now. Great start to the drive. Back-to-back explosive plays, and now another first down. We'll hand it off. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
Well, we've seen this all year, and leaning on the running back, getting things started on the ground. This is why he's got over 1,000 yards, and today is going to be no different. They've got to establish the run in order to get to the play-action pass later.
Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. They'll switch it up, looking to throw. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. He's brought down, but not before crossing midfield of the 42.
Yeah, this is smart. Get this guy going early. He had almost 1,000 yards receiving out on the outside, and the quarterback told us this week he loves throwing the football to him. If they get him established early, I tell you what, they're going to be tough to beat.
They make the stop at the 25, but it's 1st and 10 for this offense. The Warhawks come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. The tight end has got it. The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what that's about. The officials catch that face mask penalty. The offense gets a free first down. Offense on the move now as that penalty gives them a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw it from the red zone. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football, and now it's 2nd down.
This group is just not on the same page right now. The timing, something about this offense seems off, and clearly the quarterback is feeling it.
After the incompletion on 1st down, looking to throw it again. It's an out route. The catch made. Tackled at the 8 after the completion.
Yeah, I love the timing here of this out route. Chris, this ball has got to be thrown before the wide receiver breaks. The quarterback understands that. That's what he sees. It's also imperative that he knows that he's got off coverage from that corner. That corner needs to have what's called deep responsibility. If he does, it's considered free access. And all you need to do is throw that ball on time, which he does for the completion.
So on their first possession of the game, the offense stays on the field, and they'll go for it. Needs a completion here on 4th down. He escapes the pocket. But it's incomplete. A 4th down stop. Turnover on downs. So the choice to go for it doesn't pan out this time. So the Texas Tech Red Raiders offense makes their way onto the field for their first possession. Right away, the focus on this offensive line. Well aware of the challenge. You can't put on the tape and not see an imposing defensive front row that's been so good at getting after the quarterback. Can they handle it?
Well, I'll tell you right now, Chris, if they're in obvious passing situations, no, they cannot handle it. They've got to run the football effectively, in particular on 1st down. Get into those 3rd and shorts, because if you're in 3rd and long, there's no chance.
The offense starts this drive in the shadow of their own end zone. Quarterback will throw it off the run-pass option. And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense. Loss on the completion sets up a 2nd and long now. And here's the handoff. Defense, ears pinned back. They tackle him right there at the 3.
I've always been a big believer that you build defenses front to back and inside out. There is nowhere to go in the middle of this field right now. They're doing a great job of not allowing that offensive line to gain traction at the line of scrimmage. It's a beautiful stop right there. Really nowhere to go in the middle.
Stuff again for no gain. Sets up 4th and long. And the Red Raiders will bring their punt team onto the field. Had to hurry the punt, but look at the distance here. See if he can make something happen with the return. Good effort by the return man. They get him down, but that's a solid gain on the return. Here comes the UL Monroe offense back on the field. Last time the defense got a big 4th down stop. Let's see what the offense can do this time. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Makes a quick catch. Here he goes. Crosses the 10. Touchdown, UL Monroe, as they claim the lead here in this playoff game. That's an impressive drive. This time they find rhythm, they execute, and they take the lead in this playoff game. That's big.
Well, that's certainly big, Chris. There's no doubt. And you got the sense in those first couple possessions, these teams were maybe just feeling each other out, throwing a couple of jabs out there. But now you finally get the full game plan. And I got to tell you, I was very impressed with what they were able to do on the line of scrimmage and establishing the rhythm with their quarterback. If they continue to do that, this team's going to be in great shape.
And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. First play of the drive, he looks left for a completion. Out of bounds, but a nice gain. It's just short of the 45. So they get a big gain by feeding the speedy wide receiver drill. They told us they were going to do this. It makes sense. Get him the ball however you can.
Well, I really love that they're doing it with the RPO because that puts the defense in conflict, and then you can utilize that speed, and he's got more space to operate. The only thing the quarterback's got to make sure of, Chris, is delivering an accurate throw because, remember, timing plus ball placement, that equals yards after the catch.
And the freshman brings him down quickly.
Well, we knew that they were going to try to get this wide receiver the ball in creative ways. Here in the run game, I really love this design, but the defense was also ready for it. If we know what's coming, certainly they do, and they were ready for that play.
The pre-snap motion from the offense. Looking downfield, it's Hicks. The pass rush closing in. A quick juke. And the junior decides to pick up the first down himself.
Well, you get into these big games in the playoff, every first down feels big, and here the opportunity to scramble and move the chains. This is just a terrific job by the quarterback. I've always said, Chris, and it's even more important here in this situation, you've got to be able to scramble for 2, 3, 4 first downs a game, move the chains with your legs as a quarterback, and here he's able to do that. When we talk with these coaches, they talk about the key for the defensive lineman, in particular in the middle of that line, is block destruction. Look at him get off the block, and he's able to make a play, this time in the backfield.
Looks toward the sideline, finds the running back. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
I really like the mindset of this quarterback. Take what the defense gives. You don't have to press the ball down the field all the time.
And the wideout goes in motion. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. And he's looking to make a big play downfield. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a fourth down. The Red Raiders will line up to punt it away. They'll kick it away here. Kicked it too far. It lands in the end zone for a touchback. Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. Defense makes the tackle with the clock running. That'll probably be the final play of this first quarter. It's UL Monroe in the lead, and the first quarter is in the books. What is a huge opportunity for both these programs to get a step closer to a national championship. Through one period, these teams are finding out that playoff games just feel different. Who can handle the nerves better as we head to the second? Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. An inside give now from the shotgun. He's got room to run. Look out. And it's good for a first down to the 36.
Boy, I really love the rhythm that this offensive line is in. Staying out of third down, being able to run the football here. Nice job by the running back and the offensive line, moving the line of scrimmage and moving the chains. This offense is going to continue to build on this success. Now, after running the football on second, you can start to get to the play-action pass. I really love what they're doing here.
And the broken tackle there produces a solid gain. After the run, there was a man down, injured on the field. You hate to see that so early in a playoff game. Here's the second down play. Change of pace now, looking to throw the football. On the move now. On the run here, lets it go. Goes to his right side there for the completion. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down.
The back is always a good option in the passing game, and the quarterback knows that he has a guy that is very consistent catching the ball out of the backfield. I think the defense is going to have to adjust. This is a first down. It's an easy first down. They're going to have to start doing something in their scheme to stop the running back out of the backfield.
Handoff from the shotgun. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
This has always been a pet peeve of mine from a quarterback perspective, is these nondescript run plays against what is clearly a run-oriented defense. You've got to have the opportunity to throw play action, create some sort of little RPO. Give the decision to the quarterback and not just calling this on the sideline.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Pass is incomplete, but there's a penalty marker down. Might be roughing the quarterback.
So dude throw his truck up, dude. Yes.
So the offense accepts the roughing the passer penalty, gets a fresh set of downs. And the Warhawks are moving quickly down the field. And the fullback takes a turn running the football.
Boy, want to hear none of that. Ain't nothing wrong with this truck. He know water when he see it.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They snap it. Quarterback looking to
Joe said he didn't see that.
catch made on the
that
right
big old
side.
pole there.
Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a first down.
That's all I said. You don't see that big yellow thing sitting up in the road. He tore the thing out the ground.
One down, but it's enough to convert on third down and set him up first and goal at the 10. The Warhawks come to the line to set a fresh set of downs. They'll try to run it in on first and goal. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
As the field condenses in the red zone, it becomes so difficult to run the football, and I think it becomes even more difficult to do it out of the shotgun. Because remember, you need space. You need to put the defense in contact.
Touchdown, Warhawks. This offense is still clicking. So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT.
That did it.
And the kick is up and good.
There's no good well there wasn't no water.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He'll bring it out from his end zone. That's strong coverage, though. They tackle him at the 11-yard line.
What?
So the first play of the drive coming up here.
That
Under
was
2
super
minutes
funny.
to play before half.
I ain't see it. I bet you did.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. He's tackled just short of the 20-yard line. And the Red Raiders looking to use the up-tempo offense here.
He was gonna try to back over, man. You know you wasn't getting over there.
Wildly successful.
I know as soon as he looked under that truck, he knew exactly
the ball
what.
to the wide receiver in a non-traditional way. Here in the run game, Chris, it forces the defense to have to think about just another element of stopping this offense, and that creates indecision, and that creates plays later in the game that you can really hit them with. So a nice job here on this run.
Okay, we reached the 2-minute timeout. The offense some work to do here, trying to cut into this lead before halftime. So let's see what they like here on 3rd and short from inside their own 20. Important to pick up this first down. The pocket breaking down. They trap him and sack him back at the 10.
It's so difficult to present pressure on the quarterback in a short yardage situation, and the defense is able to do it. That's a really nice job by this defensive coordinator and this defensive front getting home on 3rd down.
It's a foot race. The return man flashing his elusive speed. They finally get him, but it's a big game. As we start this drive, let's check with Holly on the field.
Here on the Warhawks sideline, that quarterback just jogged off the field with a ton of enthusiasm and high five from his teammates. He just broke the season record for passing touchdowns for the school.
Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Breaks into the open. And he breaks clear down the right side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Texas Tech. 6 points for the defense in this playoff game. What a moment.
Holy cow, this feels like at least a 10-point swing in this game. They're in field goal range. They're driving down here. And before halftime, the defense gets a score. That is a massive play in this game and one we definitely will remember.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And here's the return from inside the 5. And he'll be tackled after a solid effort on that return. The UL Monroe offense back out there now. Let's see how the offense plays it here. Not much time remaining if they want to get a chunk play, put him in scoring position before the half. And to begin the drive here, set up at the 30. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. Tackle made to the 41. That's a nice gain, getting closer to midfield. This line getting set up. It's a first down play.
This is one of my favorite concepts in football. Just a simple tight end drag route. The key is, as a quarterback, you've got to be on time. If you're on time, you allow that tight end to run after the catch. Well, it's another first down on this series, and they're doing a great job. This quarterback continues to see the defense really well and get the ball out on time. Now, once you're in the scoring area, you just can't take a sack and don't force the ball down the field.
First down, looking to throw the football. Coming after him. They make the tackle, but that's an excellent gain. Moves the ball to the 33. And the Warhawks come to the line in the hurry up.
These are the plays that are really hard to design as an offensive coordinator. You just got to trust the quarterback and his training. He's got his eyes down the field, but when he senses that it's not there, he can take off. And then here's the key. A guy that has a nose for the line to gain and can move the chains. This is just good all the way around.
2nd and 10 here. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. He's going to take off here. Oh, he's got open space. He goes out of bounds. They move the ball to the 20.
When you talk with quarterbacks, and in particular quarterback coaches, coordinators, play callers, they'll tell you that the mark of a great player at this position is a guy that can pick up 2 to 4 first downs with his legs. Sometimes it's not always going to be
end zone ahead. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, UL Monroe. That's a big moment here in this playoff game to get points before halftime, knowing the other side is going to get the football to begin the third quarter. Joel, exactly what they were looking for.
Chris, that's exactly right. The last thing that they wanted to do is afford a chance for the opposition to double up and get a late score in the second quarter and then get the ball in the third quarter. This is a tremendous drive to be able to stick the ball in the end zone, then go in at halftime and regroup, look at film, and get a real good cohesive plan for this second half. Because here we go. We got one half of football left to move on in this playoff.
And they won't run another play, just to kneel down and head to the locker room. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Thanks, Chris. Exciting, action-packed, enormous drama. Talk about a first half of football. Back and forth we've gone so far, and these numbers, it's funny, third down conversions don't always tell the story. Maybe staying out of those situations in the second half is the safest pathway to victory.
And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. Set for the second half kickoff, but first let's check in with Holly Rowe on the sideline.
Texas Tech's head coach told me coming out of the locker room, they have found a lot of positive momentum here during this winning streak, but it is in jeopardy right now. He said this is the moment we have to come out and assert ourselves and be dominant to start the third quarter, gain some momentum here, and change the course of this game. Back to you.
Okay, thank you, Holly. Tries the right with a quick throw. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. Tackle made, but not before he reaches the 44. The kind of play this quarterback has been making all season long. We wonder, Joel, with this pressure playoff game, could he continue this level of play?
Well, Chris, it looks like we have our answer. This guy is going to continue to play well, and now the defense, they've got to answer a question. Do we sit back in coverage and allow this guy to pick us apart, or do we get aggressive? I think the only way to slow him down is to get him off of his spot and try to blitz him a little bit. You've got to establish some way to disrupt his rhythm.
Back to pass. It's Hicks. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. He goes out of bounds, stopped just short of the 30. The Red Raiders come to the line in the hurry-up.
A big tight end who can run after the catch, Chris, that is every quarterback's dream. All you got to do is hit him in stride, and he does the rest. This guy is sensational.
He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing. Urgency now for the offense that hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. In the third and short, they'll try to throw for it. Receiver makes the ball is loose. The defense has got it. Not much on the return, but this defense rises up with an important takeaway.
My first question in these situations is, did he secure it and become a runner, or is this an incompletion? And I think you can see that he's able to secure body part. Now there's an element of time. Yeah, he's definitely a runner. That's a fumble and a great turnover for this defense.
The game makes it second and medium. He'll hand it off. The Warhawks are looking to keep this drive going. That's a positive sign for this running back. He hasn't really been able to get loose today, but protecting a lead in a postseason game, if you can lean on a guy like this, you feel great.
And, Chris, I didn't think they would be able to build a lead without having success running the football. So the fact that they're in this position is just icing on the cake. Now, if you can get your back going, you can probably close this thing out. He is so good late in the game.
And the Warhawks line up on 1st and 10 now. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
Well, I know every defense wants to play great and get off the field on third down, but they're not giving themselves a chance, and this is happening on first down. You give up gains like this running the football, you don't really have a chance. You're playing behind the 8 ball, and this defense has got to fix that on first down.
Third down upcoming after that completion. They pick up the first on the ground. Brought down short of the marker. That's going to set up a 4th and 2.
Chris, I would go for this. Every program uses analytics, and most analytics would tell you in this down and distance, you would go for it in this field position.
And he's throwing for it on 4th down. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Could take it all the way. And he breaks loose down the left side. It's a foot race. Catch him. That's a huge return. They get the takeaway and set the offense up in great position. And the Texas Tech offense trots back out onto the field now. They moved it well last time. Got across the 50, but then fumbled the football away. Looking downfield. It's Hicks. Moves out of the pocket. Slides to avoid the big hit.
Good scramble by this quarterback. I know it doesn't pick up a ton of yards here, but you're creating a more manageable down and distance, and you're getting down and avoiding the hit. It's a really good job managing the game and managing the hits that you're going to take throughout the game.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. One of those critical 3rd down plays coming up. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. On the run, he'll let it go. Intercepted right near the end zone. What a play. And this crowd coming to life here, trying to help the defense get a stop with the offense pinned back. Offense will keep it on the ground here. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
This is exactly what pops up on film in preparing for this defense. His recognition, getting into the backfield, stopping plays before they ever get started. Look how fast he recognizes what's going on and then his instincts to go make the tackle.
They bring him down after a short gain there. Important 3rd down play coming up after that completion. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Looking to scramble. The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the 3rd down pressure worked. The Warhawks will have to kick this away. On a punt now for the first time today. Still going. It's a foot race. He's brought down, but a good effort to make something of that return. And the Texas Tech offense is back out on the field now. That costly red zone interception the last time out. Let's see if they can recover from that error. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. And he'll be stopped for no gain. This run defense has been tough today.
Chris, it has been tough sledding for him. He is under 3 yards per carry. There's just been very little space. This offensive line has not provided him the holes necessary to really churn up that ground game. Credit this defense so far. We'll see if they can continue to do it.
Running with purpose. And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid gain there. Offense breaks the huddle and gets set. It's 3rd down. It's UL Monroe in the lead, sitting in a pretty good spot as you wrap up the 3rd quarter, trying to keep those national championship hopes alive. Let's take a quick look at the game stats where they have a chance. A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on 3rd down. Can he get there on the ground? They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. The offense stays on the field, down multiple possessions. Easy choice. 4th down. He's throwing for it. Scrambling around now, looking downfield. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. Touchdown, Red Raiders. Big comeback continues. Lining up to try the extra point.
Man, Chris, this is beautiful to watch. He sees the coverage, and this quarterback delivers it on time to the corner route. This wide receiver and quarterback are on the same page. You can tell that they've worked this route for months, and this one is perfectly thrown for a touchdown.
Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. And let's check in with Holly Rowe from her sidelines vantage point.
Guys, down on the UL Monroe sideline, I can see a developing situation with their quarterback and the coaches. Their QB has struggled here today with the turnovers, and there's a lot of conversation. They're showing him those mistakes on the film, trying to get him to see what he's missing. They want to get some confidence built back up in this quarterback, but right now he's shaking his head like, I've got this, I've got this. We'll see if he really does here to take the field. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, Holly. We'll keep an eye on that. Here's a carry for the fullback. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29. So a very makeable third down for the offense from the 29. They'll try to run for the first down. And the Warhawks will try to keep this drive moving.
Chris, those are the little hidden yards that just kill you as a defense. They did everything right. They're in position. They just have to make the tackle. But the running back is a plus runner. When it's blocked for 3, he gains 5. And here, again, falling forward for the first down.
Grinding away with their running game. Look out, he's breaking free. They tackle him, but not before he makes the 45. A solid gain.
That is way too easy. This defense has got to adjust on first down. You've got to get up there and stop the run. If you can just hand the football off on first down and get first downs, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
The Warhawks pick up enough yardage for a first down. They'll run it to the right side. And Texas Tech wants a timeout here. That's their first. They still have 2 more to work with here in the final quarter. Important second down play coming up. They'll run it here. The fullback gets the carry. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage. Now the Red Raiders go ahead and call their second timeout. They've got 1 more timeout to use now. And the Warhawks lining up here on 1st and 10. Handoff to the fullback. And he'll be smarter right at the line for no gain. And the Red Raiders are going to spend their 3rd and final timeout here. They'll have to navigate the rest of the way without being able to use a timeout. Second down play coming up. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. The receiver grabs it. They stop him, but not before he reaches the 35. This offense really threatening now.
What an advantage for this offense that they have players that they can dump the ball off to on short completions, and then they can take it yards after the catch and create explosive plays. And here, again, it's about timing, getting the ball out quickly, and then the playmaking ability of these players on the outside.
That's a nice tackle there by the senior. The offense has done well to choose some clock here. Now they'll come up on second down. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout as this offense tries to work the clock and preserve this lead. Playoff game on the line here. Can the offense play keep away and secure the victory? They'll try the ground game here with the running back. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
Well, we arrive at the most important snap of the entire game right here, and it comes down to how much trust you have in your quarterback. Do you want to put it in his hands, let him throw the football, knowing that an incompletion is going to stop the clock and really give this defense a chance to put their offense on the field with plenty of time?
They bring him down, but that first down should be enough to propel them into the national championship game. The Warhawks enter the final minute of play, looking to run the clock out and win this game. They're going to run it here. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So they'll settle for a field goal attempt here. It's crucial here, a chance to extend the lead here late in the game. Makes it look easy. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, that's a confidence boost for this team. It's a good quality drive, and you ended in points. I know they would have rather been in the end zone, but again, getting points on the board in this situation, that's solid for them.
In the first play of the drive now from the 25. Scanning the field, it's Hicks. Looking for a late, deep throw. Catch made way downfield. That's going to help the stats a little bit, but won't make a difference in the outcome. And the Red Raiders hustle to the line to run the hurry-up. The offense spikes the ball here, looking to preserve as much clock as they can. Getting set. Here's second down. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. And is intercepted. And the defense is going to win this game, crushing any chance of a comeback. Now they can secure the W by just kneeling down. First down, looking to throw the ball. He'll take a deep shot here. This one falls incomplete as time expires. What a tremendous job coming into this very hostile environment, conquering all that, and getting the victory. And these players told us, Joel, the sweetest thing would be to silence this big crowd, except for their own little cheering section, and walk out of here with a W.
Well, it is silent, and they are in front of that little section over in the corner in front of their fans celebrating this monumental win on the road in the playoff. What an accomplishment for this group.